This is Retired Geek Woman, Adventures with Rhiannon, Retired Slow Play Stardew Valley 1.5, episode number 70. Can you believe it? How exciting is that? Say good morning to the family here. We've only got 4 more days left of the season. So we got a lot to get done. So stay with me here as we try to get everything done that we can. He said, fed all the animals. Well, I appreciate that. Who did you feed? And he filled fur balls, water bowls. I do appreciate that. So I'm really grateful that he fed. I don't know what animals he's talking about. I think it's funny. I guess it's because a lot of people don't feed like I do. Or perhaps in early game, when you don't have the auto feeder, you don't have the deluxe barn and coops, you would have to put the hay on the bench, and I guess he would have done that if it was necessary. So it just makes me laugh because by the time I get Harvey, I've already got usually the deluxe barn and coop already, which auto feeds the animals. So there's a number of things that you can help automate your farm, and we're going to get to some more of those soon. But for now, we have auto feeders, which is great. That certainly cuts down on some time, and we can spend more time doing other things because we have a lot to get to, obviously. So we're going to come in here and put some milk in our cheese presses and grab what was already done and come on into the coop and see what got left for us overnight. Let's go. So excited, and like, what do we get? Oh, a duck egg. Awesome. We should be getting a duck egg every other day, and I think I miss them a lot of the times because they're hard to see, and oftentimes they're down along the bottom. So I think I miss them sometimes because it seems like I don't have as many duck eggs as I should have. So I don't know. I could be wrong about that. We're going to fill our mayonnaise machines with the dinosaur eggs this time. And we're going to pop on over here and check out what's going on in the greenhouse. So I did notice that we have got some star fruits that are ready, and I decided to wait. I want to try to get them all synchronized, so I'm going to wait until the other ones are ready. I'm in no rush for it. I do, unfortunately, don't have anything in the ready to go into the preserve jars. That's one thing I hate when I do that. I like to be more organized and ready for that. So anyway, it's okay. We'll pop something in there. And I was debating cauliflower. I don't want to use too much cauliflower because I want to make sure I have enough for our next year's season seeds. But I think we can spare 21 of them. I love seeing how much we make doing that. This is blackberry jelly we're pulling out, and we're putting in the cauliflower to make pickled cauliflower, which sells for a good amount of money. Just wait till you see that. If it's been a while or you didn't see last year's episodes, you're going to be blown away by how much we can make from that. So I get very excited when I see that. And I do apologize for keeping my voice kind of low. I've got a cough in my throat. I believe it's an allergy thing. So anyway, flower dance has begun in the forest, it says. So, you know, I think we're going to go to the flower dance, but there's things I want to get done first. I don't remember how long it lasts. Once you go to the flower dance, though, you're done for the day. It'll put you on your doorstep at 10 o'clock, I think. I'm pretty positive anyway. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and harvest everything. Look at all this goodies that are ready for us. Lots of strawberries. So I think we're going to be in good shape for strawberries seeds next year. So I'm excited about that. We've got lots of potatoes. I was very excited that I was able to get those planted. And we have got some kale. It seems like kale has been a struggle. I probably need to buy a whole bunch of kale seeds just so I can get a supply. Because I think I have like 1 kale, which really, I need to have more than 1, obviously. So anyway, we're going to pick our potatoes. I was so excited about that. Definitely going to be in good shape. And again, potatoes are something that you can pickle, and you can also cook with them. But again, I'm not going to be focusing on cooking for a while. It is something that I'll get into. As far as completion, my overall goal for all you new folks is that we will do 100% completion on this game. And there's a way to know that, but we're not there yet. But 100% completion would mean that you have to cook all the recipes. Oopsie. Cooking all the recipes would include things that probably are going to need potatoes. So look at that, 1 whole kale. That's just not going to cut it. And I've got like 4 green beans. So I don't know. We'll get there. we'll figure out what we need. We're not going to get it this year. Even if we did seeds of all 4 of those, we're probably going to get 6 or 7 beans. So I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm not there yet. I'm more worried about, concerned about, not worried, about getting all of our area, as much of our area prepared for the upcoming season as we can, since we only have 4 days left. And this area right here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I just haven't decided. I'm making some changes from the original blueprint, but not a ton. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do, like all that area to the left of our oak trees. I'm undecided at this time. Look at that worm bin. There's 4. It's like, I couldn't believe it. I had forgotten so long that I could have made that. I don't even remember getting the recipe for it. But we should have been doing that all along. So I was really glad when I did remember. So now we can get worm anytime we need it. Although we won't be doing a whole lot more fishing between now and probably the time when we need to start getting the high-end fish, just because I hate fishing. I hate fishing in this game, I should say. And look at that. We had enough iridium ore to make 2 more bars. So I was really happy about that. So I don't know how many more sprinklers we're going to need. We've got a few in our chest over there, but I'm pretty confident we need more. I'll just have to kind of figure it out. We've only got 4 more days in the season. We don't have time to grow anything else. So we are going to leave the rest of that field to go fallow, as the term is. And when you see me looking down there, I'm looking at a couple things, double checking the worm bin and thinking about what I want to do next. And one thing I had forgotten about for quite a while is to come into the bat cave and collect our fruits. And look at all these goodies. Again, the bat cave, in the very beginning, I think it's Demetrius says you can set up either a bat cave or a mushroom cave, and you get to choose which one you want. And because the bat cave gives us these fruits that are end game fruits. Look at all those fruits that are in that chest right there. Every one of those, except for the apples, are far end game stuff. I don't have a cherry tree. I don't have a peach tree or orange tree or a pomegranate. I don't have any of those. And it's going to take a while to get them because the trees are expensive. So I needed some of that for the community center. So that's why I ended up getting that. And I think it was cherries that we used out of that, apricots. I'm not sure what else. I don't remember for sure, but it really was, to me it's more useful. And plus I can use these fruits like the apples right there. I'm going to put those apples in the preserve jars. So again, to me it's a very useful choice. Now the mushrooms, yeah, I can understand. I've done the mushrooms before. I think it was in my very first play I did the mushrooms. And at least I got that far and thought, I don't know why I'm doing this. And then the second playthrough, which is my 11-year one, that was the one where I chose the bat cave. And I thought, okay, now I can see that's much more useful for what I need. So again, it's about choices. And this is a very open-ended RPG. You can do all of these things that I've been doing, or you can do none of it. I've seen people that have pig farms, and all they have is pigs, period. They don't even plant produce. We don't have to. If you don't care about the 100% completion, you don't have to do any of that. Or you can have no animals at all and plant just vegetables. It's really, you can decide your own. And there's different farm layouts. When we first started, you may have seen me go through those, and basically I just you can pick any of the farms. And my first playthrough, I kind of started with one farm. It didn't work for me at all because of my plan and what I wanted. So I've seen all kinds of layouts of people that have very efficiently used the other farms. It looks really cool, but it's all dependent upon what you want to do, what you find it be interesting and fun. And so that's kind of my little explanation of what I do, the reason that I do it. So it is time to go to the flower dance. And I hated that I haven't been able to get any nice clothes to go to the flower dance. I mean, look at everybody's got dresses on, and when you see the dance going on. Okay, by the way, this is what I'm talking about. Pierre sells things. I decided that it was time to pick up a couple of things that I know I'm going to use. And so there's a couple of the seasonal plants. They're really cool. I like them. That scarecrow, I don't think I have that one yet. That's number 5 of 8. And so I did check. I made a list because I was afraid I would buy extras of the rare ones. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can, but what if you could? A couple of wallflowers that'll be really nice for our place. So just a handful of things. They're not horribly expensive, and we've got some money now, so we could spend just a little bit of it to kind of spiff things up. And again, I wanted to try to make sure that I'm catching all those scarecrows. There's 8 of them, and once you get all 8 of them collected, something happens, and I'll let that be a surprise. So anytime I come to one of these events, I want to run around and just say hi to everybody. I'm not leaving it up long enough to show the dialogue here. You can look at that yourself, pause it if you're interested, but frog season, what? Okay, Sam likes flowers, who knew? And yeah, poor Sebastian. Hi, Abigail. Terrified of Abigail. Pam, she wants the wine. And so just kind of run around and say, everybody, what that does is it gives you just a little and little bit of relationship points with people. And you can get relationship points by talking with people, by giving them gifts, and doing quests or tasks for them from the task bulletin board. So trying to catch these children is a task. They're always running around. There's Jazz and Vincent. It's the only actual children, real small children in the game. There's a lot of what I would call teenage age children, and there's a lot of adults that are kind of young adults, really. And of course, then there's the older folks, George and Evelyn, and then Pierre. That's my guy. He's kind of, and then this strange fellow Marlin. He's an interesting character. And let's see who we got here. Oh, I just love our Linus. Yes, of course I'm going to talk to you. Spring's almost over. What a shame. Oh, I agree with you. I love springtime. It is my favorite season in real life. And I think it's because things are kind of bursting alive. You know, the trees are bursting with their leaves. And where I live, we have tulips and daffodils that pop through the air. And we asked Harvey to dance and made him happy. He was nervous. I don't know why he's so nervous. Like, okay. After you've talked with every single person, then you can come over and tell me or Lewis, yeah, it's time to start the dance. And I don't know if it would have made a difference if I had changed my clothes. It isn't fair that everybody else, all of the girls, changed out of their clothes into a white dress. Well, they didn't have white dresses on when I talked to them. But I look like a total goober there in my work boots and my work pants and my green work shirt. So it's okay. I'm dancing with my Pierre, and that makes him happy. So really my main reason for coming to this event was I wanted to double check Pierre's things that he had for sale, which was the seasonal plants, which I have a perfect spot for them picked out, and some decorations for our wall in the bedroom, and to get that scarecrow. And then that was fun. Time to go home. And yes, indeedy, it's 10 p.m. So you really lose that whole day when you go to that dance. So I wanted to get all this stuff done first. I mean, I've got a little bit of time left, but not a whole lot. So I wanted to come down here and see if I can put these plants where I think they should go. And I was again looking at what I had done on the previous playthrough, and I kind of liked how that looked. The seasonal plants are kind of cool because those flowers change with the seasons. They look different each season. So here's the spring ones. Aren't they pretty? Enjoy them for the next 4 days. And then I really got to get this area straightened out so I could more easily get through here. And then this scarecrow, again, I just popped it somewhere because I'm going to be moving all of these when it comes time to replant this area. So I'll be moving them all. And soon, because we've only got 4 days and I want to have it done before then. So I also got these plants for the wall. So what I thought I'd do is put that, you can click at things, some of these things, you can just click on them, which is what I did. And I'll put these on the wall over here and next to the bed and just do some decorating. And, you know, not a lot. I don't have enough money to really go crazy with it. But I wanted to go ahead and get started on some decoration around the house. So there we go on that. And we've got a little bit of money. How we do? 3,600, almost 3,700. So again, the big money's coming. Now we're on the 25th day of spring. We only have 3 days left in year number 3. And oh, look at little Harvey Jr. sitting there playing all by himself. Isn't it cute? And yes, they do grow up. So they go from babies to these little crawling around babies to toddlers. And then they stay toddlers forever. The rest of their lives. They don't ever grow up beyond that. Jody, thank you so much. I think it's basic fertilizer, which I don't use. So I think, but I've been thinking, I think I've been saving it. So it's like all these things in my pack, because I didn't put it all away last night. That's okay. Daffodils and leeks can be used for gifts. So we're going to move all that around. There we go. And let's see, we start off by gathering up our 5 iridium ore. That's fantastic. And fill the water bowl, pet our kitty, and then go put this other stuff away that we don't need. Looks like we got a few more strawberries that have come in, so that is fantastic. So I was very happy about that. Put those things away and run down to check on our animals. And I want to stop in and put these things away too to get them out of my pack. And let's see, yeah, I've been keeping that fertilizer, that basic fertilizer, but I'll probably end up dumping that in the shipping bin just to get it out of the chest. We don't need it. I've got deluxe speed grow. I'm good with that. And so we won't need the other. It's like, thank you for the gift. Don't tell anybody we're going to re-gift it. Mayor Lewis will come get it. So, saying good morning to everybody. You can see that we got 5 days or 3 days left in the month, and they still haven't gotten halfway down of the fresh grass. So we're still doing pretty good with that. So I don't know how much they would have eaten if we had the barn full of animals, but we'll find out eventually. We're going to come over here and put the milk in the cheese press and grab our cheeses, beautiful Gold Star cheeses. And let's see what we got in here. Oh yeah, so we got some dinosaur eggs, and we got a rabbit's foot, which is a little bit creepy because our rabbit is the one that gave it to us. So oh my goodness, but it's an iridium quality rabbit foot, which is fantastic because those bring a ton of money. So I was always excited when that happens. I have a bunny, not so much for the rabbit feet, but sometimes they give us the wool, and I'm not sure why. The only other way to get wool is with shearing sheep, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I have a rabbit to get that. The star fruits are growing really nicely. I'm going to leave them until all of those are done. That way they're all synchronized, which is silly, but you know, it's the way I am. So it looks like our wines are ready, and oh good, we do have some things that we can put in there. And let me see, I think we'll go with cranberries this time. So we're gonna fill our kegs with cranberries, and we had put in some salmon berry. Salmon berries don't really sell for very much, but again, those are a foraged item that's absolutely didn't cost us a penny. So eventually we'll have enough crystal fruits to put in here, and all of these other wines, we'll just throw them in the shipping bin, which is fine. That just brings extra money. So we're going to put that away and run down to our cellar and see how we're doing there and see what might be ready. And nothing is ready, so that's fine. We'll put the wine in there, put the cheeses in there, and there we go. So we've got some things to put in these casks when they're ready, and we'll get to it. So stay out of the way, Harvey Jr. Don't get in my way. I'm busy today. Lots to do to get ready for the upcoming season, and lots of changes to be made very soon here. So keep watching for that. So gather our strawberries. So look at that. Oh yes. How many did we get? Oh, look at that. I love it. So even more. So eventually we're going to have this huge field all the way around the edges. In the springtime, it will be strawberries all the way around the edge. I like doing the strawberries around the edge because they continue to produce fruit all season long. Since I started these kind of not synchronized, I'm not sure how many harvests I would have gotten from them, but they do keep producing all season. So that's one reason why I put them on the perimeters of whatever I'm planting. So next year, this whole thing will be surrounded by strawberries, which you can make strawberry wine, you can make strawberry jam. So look at that now. We have 4 more iridium ores. So it's coming along, you know, so that's a good thing. And it takes gold, iridium, and a battery pack to make the sprinklers. And I think I wanted to see. It's part of our new routine is to come down here and check that bait bin. Now, eventually and soon, I'm going to move that fish chest down to where the pond is. I think everything fish should be kind of in one location. When we first started, we weren't able to do that, so it'll get moved. And look at all these beautiful oak resins, which we use to combine with the coral that we're propagating to make the deluxe speed grow that I talk about all the time. Every time I walk past that cauliflower, I get excited. Now look at this. There's the row, plus they want us to bring them a jar of honey. So as you're propagating fish, say growing, but propagating fish, they're going to, at certain levels, ask you for something. And in this case, they asked me for a jar of honey. I was looking where to put the row. I'm going to keep the row in here. And then we're going to age it eventually. It's going to take a while, but it says you age it in the preserve jars, so we can do that. So in this case, the rainbow trout asked for a jar of honey. So we are going, oh, that's right, I've forgotten I'd stuck one in there. I thought, that's not right, I've got to put it over here. So my memory said, I know I've had 2 of them. Where's the other one? There it was. So I'll either create another preserve jar just for that, or I'll just wait until I have 21 of them and then do it. I haven't made up my mind yet. I did have a jar of honey that I had tucked away, and so I had come over here and thought, what the heck am I doing at the bin? It's like, that's a good reason to pause at the shipping bin so you don't accidentally put something in there that you don't mean to put, because once you do, unless it was the very last thing, you can't get it out. So you don't want to make that mistake. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to throw this jar of honey into this fish pond because that's what they want. So it's okay. Here you go, guys. The fish seem happy. Look at them. They all jump up and down with joy. What happens is if you don't feed it whatever it's asked for, it stops making new fish. So I want it to continue making rainbow trouts. So I put that in there. I don't know what it'll ask for. Each fish that you put in there are going to have different requests at different levels. And if you want to know what those are, you can go to the wiki, which I do have a link in my description has different links to, but the wiki will be able to tell you. You could put in fish pond and it will tell you all the fish that you put in there. It tells you what those fish want you to put in there, and then it will also tell you what you get from those fish. I decided to come down here and get some resources. We are a little bit low on stone. I didn't want to go in the mine. We certainly can use the wood and the sap, so all these things that I can't even see what's here. I thought I'd just come down here and clear this out. It's been a little while. As you can see, these trees have matured. I try not to chop down the little trees because I want them to grow into the big trees. So that was the reason why I had been leaving them, so they grow big and we can get a bunch of wood from one tree. Let's see what we end up getting. 12? No, more than that. 25 wood from one tree. Plus some redwood, a piece of redwood. So, I'm sorry, hardwood. I call it redwood because it's red, but it's actually called hardwood. So that's the reason why I've been leaving the small trees to grow. There's no reason not to, especially in the quarry, because they will. There's plenty of room for other things to sprout, like stone and special nodes of special ores, and even sometimes artifact spots, which I call the wormy thingies because that's what they look like. To me anyway. So I call things weird things, but they're actually called artifact spots. And from those you can get just what it says, artifacts. And those are things that I have a chest of spare ones at the farm, but the first one of each one can go to Gunther and you get rewards for filling up the museum. So we'll just go along and continue here. Again, it's just a matter of, I could have gone into the mines, but I really thought we could use the wood. I thought we could use the stone, and who knows? I mean, we're getting sap, we're getting redwood, we even got some coal. So we're getting some good stuff from this little trip down here, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to bother with the mine. The mine is great for getting a lot of stone in a very short period of time. Look at all this hardwood we're getting. Holy moly. We got 11 pieces of hardwood already, and we haven't even chopped down all these trees here, so that's awesome. So we don't have to go to that super secret forest where we used to place. That was the only place we could get it, and now we're getting it by chopping down trees. Look at that. It's like, I know there's more over there ready to come to me as soon as I get to it. Look at that. Yay! I got 14 pieces of hardwood so far. Maybe some more here, you never know. Don't think so. So that's cool. So that was, oh, and there's an artifact spot, and it's mixed seeds. That's fine. We need mixed seeds. And we got a couple more spots here. Got some copper. So that was a pretty good run. And I thought, okay. I started to go to the mine to go home, and then I realized, why am I doing that? I could go right here to the mine, and then I thought I was already halfway there. So my mind was in one place, and my cursor and my mouse were in another. So that was kind of silly. But then I saw there's another piece of stone. We'll just grab it real quick, and let's get home with all of these goodies. And then I had another idea. Let's go to town. I want to go down to the ocean area. And remember that we had put all those crab pots down on the ocean? I want to go grab those crab pots and bring them to the farm and put them in the pond. And that I just don't want to leave them down there because I'm not going to remember to run down there and rebait them all the time, whereas I can do that right on the farm if I see them. And also we got some wormy thingies here, so we're going to get some more mixed seeds. And I want to come down here and pick up any coral. It's been a while since we've done that, and I want to keep that going as much as possible. We're propagating some, and that's great. But I do want to stop here every once in a while and pick it up. Plus, you know, these sea urchins and things like that, that's all money. And look I had quite a bit of coral that I just picked up. It's been a while since I've been here. But that's the reason why I came here. I wanted to come get those crab pots and bring them back to the farm. And in the meantime, look at this. It's like picking up dollars right off the sand. So we'll pick all that up and put it in our shipping bin. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. There's so much of it. I can't remember the last time we came here. Probably the last time we had to do fishing for some reason. Oh yeah, we were fishing for trash for the pond. Oh, Willie's in my way there. Hopefully I'll be able to grab these though. And we'll see. Go right next to him. Maybe we can grab it. And I can't reach it. Come on. Willie, you're fishing on top of my crab bite. So the only way to do this that I know of is to stand right in front of him. And now I don't want to click him. I want to click the crab bite. There we go. Got it. Sorry, Willie. So we grabbed those four. That's the reason why I came down here. And we'll go put those in the fish pond, and who knows what we can get. Again, it's just one of those. I'm not a big crab pot person. I know there's some people that they have crab pots everywhere. And that's their thing. It's not mine. And I got what I needed from it, which was a lobster. I needed it for a quest. It had been on. It was not a voluntary quest. It was one of the ones where someone says something and it goes on your quest log and it stays there indefinitely. So that's the reason why I ended up getting the crab pots in the first place. But we got it. It was Gus, I believe. So it was for Gus, and I went ahead and put it there. Oh, how pretty. I went ahead and grabbed it, put him down there, and we got what we needed. So now I went and got him. It's like, might as well stick him in the fish pond. We're going to end up with plenty of bait with which to bait them from now on, because we have our amazing worm bin, which is awesome. And I'm going to run up here and put my flowers away. I hang on to those foraged flowers because for the most part they are light gifts, meaning you'll get a little bit of relationship points when you give them to people. And I haven't had too many people. I don't think I've had anybody that hates them. Cross your fingers. So look at all that wood. We have over 2,000 wood. We have 2,300 wood, which is awesome. I'm kind of saving up that wood because eventually we're going to replace all of these cobblestone pathways with the weathered wooden ones. And we'll need quite a bit for that. So that's another reason to gather the wood. And it's like, what did I do wrong? It's like, you have to have your cursor on the right or. So, all right, we are collecting up those iridium ores like crazy in the bars. So awesome. I'm so excited about that. And I've got I put my stuff up top. It's like, I want to remember what I'm doing here. So we do have some things for the shipping bin that we picked up off of the beach, and then we're going to go down and try to place these crab pots. And I've done it different ways. I moved them around before. Right now I think this is kind of a good spot. There we go. And then one more, it's kind of off. I hate it that it's a little bit off there. It's kind of catty corner, but I didn't want to put them along the top. I've done that before, and it's a real pain to get to them. So I thought, well, we'll just try it this way and see how that works. And unfortunately, I couldn't put them all in a row, but there we go. And so because of the bait situation, because we're going to be getting more bait every single day, we can grab the bait right here, 4 pieces. And so eventually what will happen is when I move this fish, all the fish down here, we're going to have so much bait, you're not going to believe it, because I don't fish very often, unless I absolutely have to. So I'm trying to decide where exactly I want to put that. I want to make sure that I can get to that bottom pot. So anyway, just kind of throwing things around, just getting some light around there. Eventually, we're going to get a recipe for the torches, and that will let us be able to put better lighting sources around. So I'm so excited that we got tons of wood, and we're going to pop it into the kiln and make some more coal. Checking our silos, we have 376 of 480, so it hasn't been a waste of time to go ahead and cut down the grass that we've been cutting down. And it will, what happens if you cut down grass and your silos are full, you don't get any hay. It doesn't go anywhere. So I really don't want to waste cutting down grass. If my silos are full, I'll wait until they're not full. It's like a rainy day where the animals all eat from it. So anyway, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I thought, nah, let's put that coal away. And since we're here, there's another piece, and so that's good. I wanted to get the extra coal, get it stocked back up, and kind of looking at my resources here. So things are looking pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So here we go. Time for bed. And I really like to get to bed around 10. Sometimes a little later is okay. Sleep for the night. And let's see what we did on our monies. So not too bad. It really helped to get all those miscellaneous items. 4,800. The dinosaur mayonnaise, of course, is wonderful. And let's see here. It is now the 26th day of spring in year number 3. We only have 2 more days left in the season. Those flowers on the wall, I think, look kind of pretty, don't you think? And I saw a little Harvey Jr. over here, so we'll say good morning. And by the way, we're making friendship points with Harvey Jr. when we do that. And if you were to look at the list of friends, you would see Harvey Jr. listed and how many hearts that we have with them. And Pam, I tell you what, Pam used to always give the worst gifts, I think, in my previous game, and she is not this time. She has sent us, we got her last Christmas, or whatever they call that, Festival of the Star. She gave us one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. You'll have to go back and look at that episode. I couldn't believe what she gave me. It's like, really? Because I swear to you, in the previous playthrough, all I ever got from her was beer. I mean, I was just shocked at what she gave me. Look at that, 8 iridium ore. That is awesome. That, I believe that's the maximum you can get each day. So that was a huge, wonderful thing. It's like, yep, we're going to keep the bars going, and we're going to keep the gold going until we get our stock back up, because we've been using it. We use it for making the iridium sprinklers. So, again, as I've said before, you want to keep your kilns going as much as possible so that when you need things like these bars, you're not scrambling trying to get them made, so they'll already be made. So we'll go ahead and finish our chores for the morning here and say hello to all of our animals. And you can see they're still got at least half of their fresh grass ready, and that I'm still there. So I think we're doing pretty good on the fresh grass situation. So again, at the next season, I'll move them over to the other field, and then I'll put grass starter here to fill this one back up, and back and forth they go until it is time for them to go in to the barn for the winter. And animals do stay in the barns for the winter time if you have them, and you don't shut the doors. You want to make sure they get in there and they're nice and warm, and they'll stay happier that way. So we're going to put our milk in the cheese presses, and look at that iridium quality, beautiful. It gives us gold star quality back. So unfortunately, it'd be nice if it was iridium quality, but you have to age it to get that. Getting lots of goodies this morning. Look at all these eggs. Oh my goodness. Eggs, 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 and dinosaur eggs even. So that was fantastic. So pop them in the chest and see what we have the most of. And it looks like it's going to be regular eggs today, and that's fine. So regular mayonnaise. There we go. And let's check in on our greenhouse. Oh, do we ever love this greenhouse. And everything's growing pretty good. We're waiting on those star fruits. I'm going to wait till they're all ripe and then we'll grab them all. One thing we need star fruits for is we're going to go see the wizard, the little crazy guy. He gave us a little book we can order stuff from, and one of those items that we can get is the Junimo hut. So I'm very excited about that. And one of the things we need for the Junimo huts is star fruits. We need 9 star fruits for each Junimo hut. So we're getting prepared for that. I'm trying to propagate as many star fruits as I can so that I have plenty to go get it. And I did learn by asking on the forums, link below. I highly encourage you to go there. I asked to be sure if the star fruits had to be all the same quality, and the answer was no. As long as you have 9 star fruits in your pack when you go to build your Junimo hut, it uses them. So we don't have to have 9 of the gold or 9 of the silver or 9 of the plain. So I was very happy to learn that. Again, I didn't remember, and my wonderful people on the forums gave me the answer. So I encourage you to go to the forums and sign up and say hello to those amazing people. So I've just harvested everything here, and I was really thinking about this. I can't grow anything else in the main part of the field. I don't know if I'm going to get any more strawberries in the next 2 days. I don't know the answer to that. So I'm really pondering what to do here, because it's really time for us to start getting this area prepared, get the sprinklers down that we need, remove the other sprinklers. So I'm really thinking about that. And this in the next episode, I highly encourage you to keep watching, because we make some big changes. There is our bait from the fish bin, from the worm bin, and I'm just going to go turn right around and pop it into the crab pots. We ended up getting a bunch of trash. So we're going to go over here and put the trash in the recycling bin. This is our trash box. We're going to put the crayfish in the, what I call the crustacean thing, and we probably will dump a lot of those into the shipping bin eventually. So I didn't bother with going to get another piece of bait for that other one. We'll just take what we get from the bin and pop it in there. No big deal. Eventually we'll have more than enough. So look at all of our happy little fish and our happy little corals. So I'm looking down here at this area. Oh, and look, honey, our blue jazz honey, which is worth more than regular honey. That's why there's a flower growing in between the bee houses, and each season we'll have a different flower. And the flowers give different value to the honey. So a different spring flower would be worth less. So that's why I chose blue jazz, because I happen to know through experience and of course the wiki that blue jazz honey is more valuable than any of the other spring honeys. So that's why that flower is there, and I'm liking the way that looks. So I was thinking, what else have I not done lately? What do I need to do? So I'm gonna go put away the oak resin. I'm gonna dump the honey in there. One thing that I haven't been doing very well on, and because of the watering can, we have one watering can period, is I have not been watering this plant. This is our coffee bean, and I keep forgetting to water it. It's like, oh my gosh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these decorative plants that I think Harvey ordered them, I'm pretty sure, and I was seeing if he ordered any more, and I'm going to use them for decoration down near the pond down below. And we'll play around with this as time goes on, but it's kind of what I had done before. I put the decorative ones there and then put one in front of it, and it kind of, I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I'm probably going to switch out. I picked the wrong plant to put in front of the other one. So anyway, I just wanted to get some greenery down here. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? I think it's just nice decoration. Eventually that whole pond area will be decorated, and I don't ever use it for anything else. It's just a decorative area. And so I want to run in here real quick and grab some flowers to give as some gifts to people. I told you before that it seemed like everyone so far likes flowers as gifts. They're not loved items particularly, but they're liked items. And I'm just continuing to work on relationships over time. I'm not urgent about it in any way, but I do want to work on them occasionally. And so that was my reason for grabbing some flowers. I eventually want to head into town and to continue to work on the friendships with people. And so here I want to clear this grass out of the way because it kind of was getting in my way. And again, it goes into it just cuts down grass, but it also makes hay, and hay goes into the silo. And our silo needed a little bit more. You can see I already got 4 extra pieces just by knocking stuff out of the way. So again, we're just kind of looking over things. I'm really liking the way things are coming around. And so I also saw a tree that had grown there and another tree that had grown there. I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and chop these trees down because it's blocking my view of my beautiful oak trees for my oak resin. So those other trees have probably come down too, but I might just go ahead and let them grow into mature trees. No big deal, and no real good reason for it other than it's just become a habit. And so anyway, we just did a little bit of clearing and kind of looking things over and really thinking about this area here. I keep walking past it because I'm thinking about it. And grab some more trash to put into the recycle bin. And I got too much stuff in my pack. It's like, what the heck here? So we'll put the glasses in there. I can't remember what they make. And put our things that we've been collecting. I thought, where did that can go? There it is. Oh my goodness, too much stuff. Put it all away. We got some more torches. Again, those are just temporary lighting until we can make more attractive ones, shall we say. But for now, it just gives us some light in various areas because it's really dark on this farm until we get some better lighting. So I thought, well, maybe put some around. There we go. Now it's kind of actually, if you look at it, it's very OCD even out. The flowers, the seasonal flowers, the other flowers, and the torches are all lined up on each side of that fish pond in a perfect order. So that's the way I have to do things. I can't not do that. Just a wee bit of OCD, but not life-changing. I noticed we lost one of our fiber plants again. I'm not going to worry about it unless the crows wipe out the whole thing. Hopefully they won't. But, if I lost 1 or 2, it's no big deal. So I'm going to run to town and see if I can't talk to a few people with my beautiful little flowers. And daffodils, again, they are mostly liked gifts. So I thought, you know what? I think half the people that I would want to talk to next, and again, I had looked at my friend list real quick and said, a lot of them are going to be in here, right? So let's go ahead and talk to them and give them some gifts. Why not? I think Gus is one of our people, and it's like, look, what I'm trying to do is make sure everybody has 8 first, and then we'll work on 100% later. But I have Willie, Gus, Sebastian, Evelyn. Those are the 4 next people that I'm going to be working on. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and give Gus a daffodil. Am I sure? And look, he was happy about it, right? He's like, are you sure? Meaning, it wasn't like a bummer gift. He wasn't mad or anything. And let's see, Sebastian, Evelyn, and Sam. So I was kind of looking at my list because I kind of worked top down. It just doesn't matter. Eventually I'll be friends with everybody. But let's see. Here's Sam. We'll give, and there's Sebastian. No, I don't want to eat the daffodil. I want to give it as a gift, right? If I could get to him. Oh dear. I did not like the look on his face. He did not like the flower. It's like, oh no. Oh, there's Willie. Let's give him one. He'll like it. Oh no. So I just gave 2 people flowers who didn't like them. So I was so discouraged. It's like, are you kidding? I thought everybody liked flowers, and apparently I was completely wrong. What does somebody want? Shane wants a leek. So I thought, you know what? I can run home and get a leek because I know where Shane is. He's right there at the bar. So if we could get home real quick, I can grab a leek. And okay, here we go again. How about Penny? Do you think Penny would like flowers? Yes, okay, good. Whew. I'm so worried about giving another bad gift. Oh my goodness, I've got to find the right gifts for these people and stop taking a chance. I really did not think that anybody hated the flowers. Who would hate flowers? Apparently there's people that hate flowers. Oh my gosh, it was not a good thing. So anyway, it's okay. Let's go get a leek for Shane. He shouldn't be leaving the bar anytime real soon. And I know I have leeks in my storage shed here. That's a spring forageable item. So, yep, there we go. We have plenty of them. So we're going to grab one. See if we can not make enemies. Put that thing away. Daffodils, I guess, can be dangerous depending upon who you give them to. So, okay, we're doing fine. And run back over to the bar. And I don't know who goes to the bar when. I think if you haven't looked at any of these episodes before, you haven't paid any attention. It's all of the villagers have a schedule each day, and you can guess at it, or you can go look at the wiki. It tells you their schedule, where they will be on what days and what time, and it changes sometimes during the weather. So quite a few people are hanging out here in the bars. On a Friday night. There's Shane. There's the leek that he wanted, and he's trying to walk, and I'm blocking his way. No, I don't want to eat it. I want to give it to him. All right. That will help our relationship with Shane there. And he's going to give us 180 for that. So, okay, we will take it, and then we will get out of here before we cause any more problems. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't want to cause any more problems. And so what I was just doing here is refreshing my memory on who lived where. I really want to make friends with Caroline. She's one of those people that being friends with her has a major advantage. And then I realized she lives at Pierre's General Store, and you can't get in there when it's closed. So they live in the back. So I'll have to make sure that I run down and see Caroline on a more regular basis and make good friends with her. And there's reasons. Again, as you're making friends with people, they send you recipes, they send you gifts, they send you special items. And I know Caroline has a really good item that we need, so I want to make good friends with her. So we're going to head on home. It's 9:30, so by the time we get home and get settled in, it'll be close to 10 o'clock, which is my self-imposed regular bedtime. I felt like, and I noticed that we had our oars going here, so I was like, all right, let's get some more charcoal going. And we're going to get that gold oars going, so we'll get those going and grab what we got there. And awesome, more iridium bars. Boom. We got 6 already. Oh, and look at this. We got that's the pickled cauliflower, so that's awesome. And we're going to grab the apples this time. So we're going to replace the pickled cauliflower with apples, and it should I think it makes apple jelly, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure the fruits make jellies and the vegetables make pickled vegetables. So I really like having all of these different revenue streams, and I enjoy making those things there. All right, we're going to go throw those into the shipping bin and put the ore that I had in my hand, or the bar in my shipping bin. And that's going to pretty much get us to the end of our day, and it's going to get us to the end of this episode. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and if you like my videos, please give me a like on those. I really appreciate that. And if you have any comments, then please feel free to make them. I want to show you that pickled cauliflower. We made 8,400 on 24 pickled cauliflower, 21 of them. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all your comments. So thank you so much for following me along on this journey. And the most important thing is for you to have a wonderful rest of your day.